Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair Let's Pose, where I show you how to pose your figures like I do in the photos at the end of my reviews. Today I'm showing you how to pose the Neca TMNT Last Ronin Synja. As always, let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see me pose next. I do have an ongoing list that I do plan to eventually get through. Just some things are going to be easier to find than others. But that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to start off by switching out the hands, because we're going to do a kind of just fighting stance, and we can put them on the shelf. So let me get the, I guess, curled finger hand. I don't know, it's like the more open hand. Take the sword out, we'll put it in, oddly enough, the trigger finger hand, because we didn't get two sets of gripping hands. But we're going to get the arms out a little bit. Take this left leg, put it out, kind of twist it a little bit, bend the knee. Same thing with the right leg, bend it a little bit more. We're going to twist these ankles, which this figure has some really great articulation, especially for a NECA figure. The ankles are really well pivoted. So we're going to get those so they're flat on the ground, so that way he has a nice center of gravity. We're going to twist the upper torso, bring this arm, twist the elbow inward. Really twist the wrist so that way the palm is kind of facing forward a little bit, maybe bend it a little bit as well. Get the face looking forward. We're going to bring this arm up, twist it at the elbow, bend it in without breaking it. There we go. It is only a single joint elbow, so it's a little limited, but still pretty good. That adjusted. And this way you have him in just a fighting stance. Great for your shelf, even for photos. I'm going to make one altercation though, because I feel like I don't like the sword being in his face, so I'm going to kind of put that down a little bit, maybe like that. Or I guess raise this up and just twist the elbow more. There we go, that's better. That way the sword's also at more of an angle going across, and then you also have that other arm going out in front of him. Next up, I'm going to take this hand off, and we're going to switch that out with another gripping hand. And this one's not going to be far off. We're just going to have him kind of staying there, almost like a samurai stance holding the sword. So we're going to get both hands gripped around the hilt there. Going to twist the torso in the opposite direction, turn the head, get the arms a little more straightened out. And then we're going to also readjust the legs and get so he's standing a little taller. That way a little less of a bend. We'll pivot the ankles a little bit, like so. And there we go. Just, well, maybe. Gotta readjust the ankles again. Maybe I need to lean him forward. There we go. So now you just have him in kind of almost like a samurai stance with that sword pointed directly up. Just kind of tilt with him twisted a little bit forward. Legs just kind of slightly bent, nothing crazy. We're going to take that out though, and luckily I bought multiple of these, so we're going to give him two swords, because even on the box it shows him with two swords in the artwork. Only gave him one. So we're going to do another kind of fighting stance, but this time with two swords instead of one, because that's always better. So we're going to get the right arm straight out, and twist the pelvis here, get the knee on the left leg bent a little bit more, pivot the ankles and spread the legs out so that way it's a little more grounded. And come on, twist that inward. Come, there we go. Just like that. And make sure it stays in there. And we've got that left arm as well, just kind of bent and kind of straight forward, so the sword's going across his chest. You can see, and that's another just really basic fighting pose you can do for your shelf. And this just gives them a little more dynamicness having two swords, which I really feel like they should have came with that because it just looks cool in general. This last one though is going to be a little more dynamic. We're going to have him flying through the air like he's fighting. So we're going to bring the right arm back straight. We're going to straighten out the other arm, bring it out to the left a little bit. We're going to bend the left knee in all the way. Bend the torso. We're going to get the feet pointed downward. We're going to twist his midsection. Then we're going to use the flight stand as well. So we've got everything here that's straight back. You got them kind of pivoted, so he's kind of got his twisted like torso. And let's see if I can get this to work. Some of the Moffic stands, I need to tighten this one up. It's not great. There we go. And now you've got him flying through the air like he's fighting. Got that both arms straight out, one behind him, one in front of him. You got that left knee also heading out in front of him, fully bent, and that right leg kind of fall behind a little bit less bent. But that's going to be it for this Let's Pose. As always, let me know in the comments below what figures you'd like to see me pose next. I do appreciate the patience while I try to hunt down some of the stuff people have asked for. Some of it's going to be definitely easier to get than others. Just keep in mind, some of the stuff I don't collect, so I have to make sure I find a deal on it to kind of make it worthwhile for me to be able to do these videos. If you enjoyed this video, though, please make sure to like and subscribe. Helps us out, gets you much tutorial-related content in your feed. We've got reviews, how to pose videos. We've got the podcast and the live stream, plus a bunch of other stuff. So check that out as well. And if you're already a fan of the channel and you'd like to help us out and help support the Let's Poses so we can kind of expand the library here, you can head over to patreon.com/Modern Toy Fair. Bunch of different tiers of different options for rewards, including seeing episodes of the podcast early, seeing the photos I take early, and even getting physical prints of those photos. Some tiers do have free trials as well, so you can try it out for 7 days and decide if it's for you before you commit to anything. The link is in the description below. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.
A huge thank you to our Patreon members, Sukla Taint, Kitty, Jason Millar, Tavin Hernandez, Aaron Samples, The 45th Lyric, and last but not least, Christopher.